Ladies and gentlemen, I am Jim the Fuzzy, and welcome back to Sid Meier's Civilization 5. When we left off, we had our settler under production, and we were coming up to deal with the barbarian encampment near where we were planning to settle. It's hard to say exactly what tile in this general area is the best. I'm torn on if I should actually just grab this one, but there are more jungle tiles if I come up here. Interestingly, just because of how things went, and if I come up here, it gives me more room to grow Rio de Janeiro without interference. Because otherwise I'd have... Punia right here would want to grab these spices, naturally. And Rio de Janeiro wants to grow to right here. So it's 2 tiles worth of overlap. And it actually means that I'll have 4 city tiles that are overlapping. That's not a huge issue, it's not an insurmountable issue, but it is an issue. On the other hand, if I come up here, I get these jungle tiles, I get at least this one, possibly this one. I get this one over here, if I settle right here, and I still get access to the horses. All good. So, with that, that's my plan. I want a city over here by these mountains. I may put one on this hill instead. We'll see. But mountains and jungle make a good combination, so city right here isn't a bad idea either, since natural wonders count as mountains according to the game. So, what's going on that we can see? Those archers did not attack my scout. Ah, Monaco. Because they're our ally, we get horses. Once they improve them, which they have. So we now have 6 horses. And horses get used. Does it tell us what they're used by? No. Well, they're used for horsemen, obviously. They're not used for pikemen. They're not used for Landsknecht. They are used for knights. I think they're used for more later on as well. Not the Lancer, yes. Lances are interesting. They're an anti-cavalry unit that is mounted. But other than that, no. They're not used for much. Still, 6 horses is 6 horses. And we could trade them away if anybody wanted them. Do we feel like...
Madame Bideri.
Can we... Never mind. We can't trade those horses away. Who needs orders? Scout needs orders. We could come down and hit this archer. I would rather heal first. And then move to this hill. Just to keep line of sight on things. Actually, I'd almost rather move to this hill first. So we can see what's going on around that camp. I think I'll do that. It means this archer cannot attack us without moving within range of us being able to hit them. Also tells us there is a settler here. Yet another one that got grabbed. And barbarian warrior, or brute. Which means that our warrior has a good chance against him. Despite his fortification bonus. Alright then. Budapest doesn't need investors anymore, that's fine. That's a jungle, it's not a hill though. I am gonna move to right here, I think. You are going to wait a turn. Actually, move you here. I can't see the archer, which means he's moved over into this area. So I am going to move back. And now we go to the next turn. Still a few turns until that settler is done. India's got their scout roaming around. Fine. Now this is an interesting situation over here. I'm gonna move this warrior up here since I don't want to attack India. I can't move to right here without declaring war on India. I move to here, that doesn't get me closer. I can move to here, that declares war on India. I can move to here, which gets me closer and does not declare war on India. At the moment, I don't feel like declaring war on India. I am going to wait one more turn with you. Actually, I am going to move to right here, I think. That gives me a positioning advantage. I can also move this warrior to right here. Now they cannot escape. I will know wherever they go. I will be able to reach them wherever they go. Alright, worker. We are done with the quarry. We are getting one more production point from here. Now we need to figure out where else we're going. Well, we've got 6 more turns on the settler. And after that settler is done, we're going to be able to grow again. With that in mind, I want to be able to move to right here so we can get some food done properly. I move to here on the grounds that offers us more visibility, these 4 tiles here, than right here does. We're still pretty blind, but alright, you attack. That knocks you down to almost nothing. And gives those guys 5 experience points, which puts them at 17 out of 30. They got 2 points for being attacked. I move right here, get line of sight. Okay, more barbarians up there. Now run down and attack. Dealt with. Good. And now we go into our next turn. I do not want to see the Indians get this work. He has been promoted. That'll be our scout. I'm going to give our scout scouting level 2. And at this point, our scout is going to stay out of combat as much as possible. With that stated, he's at 76 points. I am going to move him. I'm going to have him wait 1 turn. And I'm going to have this warrior come up here, because I want to move him adjacent to the Fountain of Youth and see if that gets him the double healing bonus. I can build a farm right here, and I think I'm going to build a farm right here. Or do I want to go build a quarry, get more happiness, and start working towards a golden age? I'm working towards a golden age relatively quickly, and there's not a lot of reason to get there any faster. Not at the moment. Well, plus 20% production and extra gold is always good. The problem is we don't have enough of that production yet. So, construct a farm. Now I want you to go attack these barbarians. They get 25% bonus from the terrain, because it's rough terrain. We get a 30% bonus for attacking into rough terrain. Normally it's only a defensive bonus. You get 25%. But because I have 2 levels of drill, we get 30%. Which means if somebody was to try to attack us, we would get a 55% bonus in rough terrain. As you can probably figure, that's a pretty impressive bonus. Which is why the barbarians are not going to attack us. And we got the barbarian hand axe down here. So with that said, and another turn. Singapore wants a great scientist. Oh, the barbarian hand axe coming our way. Our scout has pretty much no chance against him. This warrior could do a good deal of damage. Our scout could do a decent amount more. Our scout wouldn't really get any benefit from the exchange, though, but... it would help our warrior out. And here we go. Barbarians now have a hand axe right here. This is a problem for us because there is now a 10% flanking bonus. And this hand axe can attack us without damaging itself. Plus, it is a default strength of 9, and we have a default strength of 8. That is very, very bad. So, say, you are producing 0 food. 8 from terrain, which means, yeah. We're not going to buy any tiles. We don't have the money, and we're losing money rapidly. I think the best thing is to back off and heal. Or to move to right here. And have our scout come attack this hand axe. Which is almost dead now, which is very, very good. This warrior will not be able to, will not be able to finish off next turn. Unless, if it runs away, then it's going to lose. It's got a chance to live. Now that warrior unit is probably dead if it attacked. Oh, it's close to dead. And the question becomes, would we want to risk it going after the Fountain of Youth to get the double healing boost And I would say probably yes. Although we could also kill this in 2 turns with our scout. But that doesn't get any experience for our warrior. So we're going to play a little risky. There still are plenty of barbarians around. And how much... We got 9 points of culture off that. Hand axe. I think we're getting culture based on whatever their combat strength is. So, gotta do a decent amount more damage. And they're not dead by any means. But they're getting closer. Alright. That's it next turn. See what happens. One more person into the classical era. Okay, hand axe is following us. You make the argument I should have healed when I had the chance. But now they're right here. I am going to move my scout onto this hill. And thankfully, this archer cannot see him. I'll see him and attack this turn. My warrior is going to move right here. And next turn he can go get the bonus from the Fountain of Youth. This warrior... I'm gonna have him heal. Now he's fortified, so that gives him another defensive bonus. In fact, it is a 40% defensive bonus. He's already in rough terrain, which gives him a 25% bonus, plus another 30%. So he's already at almost 15 strength, which means he significantly overpowers this guy overall. The downside is the flanking bonus, but we'll see how that works out. They have their 10 HP back. Now we'll see what's going to happen. Okay, we took 17 damage, which is a very losing proposition. So, with that in mind, we would win if it was a melee unit. I'd like to point that out. Move him to right here. And now he gets the double healing rate. And now I'm going to put my scout here for 3 turns. At least I think it'll be 3 turns. Hopefully that archer does not move right here. If so, then I lose my warrior. Alright. Next turn. Some Vancouver bombarded them. Okay. My warrior kills them, but probably dies. I'm going to say heal. And now I'm in trouble. Unless I can come to right here. And the settler is going to have to wait. Well, no. The settler is going to move to right here. And I'm going to hit next turn. Now, this archer should not be able to significantly harm this warrior. Despite their obvious attempt. 9 damage. Alright, this worker has finished his farm. And now I've put this... I'm going to put you back on default focus. Which is pretty much the same thing you were on. Okay. Default focus just says get the most yields you can while still growing. As you can see, it's working this tile because that's food. This tile is also food. So we've got the bananas and we've got this freshly done farm. Bananas and farm are worth the same amount. It's working the spices because I told it to. And it's working this quarry because that's 2 food, which pays for the citizen. And 2 hammers, which is 2 production, which is 4 total yield. It's not working the marble because that would prevent growth. Well, might prevent growth. I think it would prevent growth anyway. Anyway, what we're gonna do is move to right here. And begin working on quarry. This warrior is going to move to right here. And this warrior is going to come squish this archer. No, it's not. First, it is going to go get the shock promotion. The shock level 2 promotion. So now it's going to take even less damage when it squishes this archer. It's still really dangerous given how low this unit is on HP. But it will help. But it will get Vancouver. It'll probably get a little bit of a reputation boost with Vancouver. And here we go. Barbarian killed near Vancouver. They're grateful and your influence with them is increased by 12. Good. Budapest requires assistance against barbarians. Also note that, in addition to that gratitude, we got some culture. I didn't notice exactly how much. However, we got enough that it was significant. The scout's going to be fully healed up next turn, and that will be useful. Although we still are losing 2 gold per turn because of our settler. Which means we have 10 turns to figure this out. Well, we can also, and I think I'm going to do this, take this worker off the spice and onto the marble, since that is about to be improved. And because of that, we're still getting the same. I could take a person and put him here, but I'm not sure about that. I like the production too much. Now we're going to hit next turn. I think that Barbarian hand act. Vancouver desires wine. And Budapest desires wine. Alright. This warrior can heal up. I'll give him 3 turns. That'll get him back to 99. The settler's gonna wait a turn. The scout is now at full health. I could have him come attack this archer. No real point. This warrior's in no shape to fight the barbarians in the jungle. However, I am gonna have him wait another turn. There is nothing that this barbarian encampment could deploy that would be a threat to him, and he will heal in the meantime. I am also going to move my scout back over this way. To right there will be a good spot. Alright, there's still the barbarian encampment up there, with that settler still there. I'm not going to have the money to upgrade my warriors into archers, like I would, not archers, swordsmen, like I would want, even after I get that iron available. But now I have 2 city-states that want wine. I've got a settler that's on his way to being built. Not being built, on his way to build a city. Rio de Janeiro is finally starting to grow towards 5 population. We've got a solid production base, and we're fighting off barbarians everywhere. So far, so good. And with that, we will bring this episode to a close. Thank you very much for watching. I have been Jim with a Fuzzy, and I hope to see you again next time.